Hey everybody, I'm currently in Taipei and tonight I'll be spending my evening here at the Raohe St Night Market. If you love street food, this place is definitely a must-go for you because there's so many street food vendors for you to try. There's at least 20 or 30 different options and I probably only tried about 10 street food vendors here and I was totally stuffed. If you do decide to come here, here's a couple tips that may help you out. Number 1, definitely bring cash here because majority of the places here don't accept credit cards. Number 2, pack light while you're here. While you're going through the Raohe St Night Market, some of the paths get super narrow and it gets really crowded there. So if you have a huge backpack or bag, I definitely would recommend you to leave that back at the hotel because you never know if someone may pickpocket you, and also it's a real hassle carrying a huge bag there because you'll be bumping into people left and right. God, this place is like lined up with one street vendor after the next one. What's crazy is I'm about to approach the end of the street and I've passed at least like maybe 40 street vendors so far, and all of them serve pretty much different items, which is nuts. Like you can find a bunch of Japanese, Taiwanese, and Chinese food here. Like tons of variety here that you can get, from juice to fried foods to soups, like you name it, they have it. The first vendor that we're gonna visit here at the night market is this fresh pressed sugarcane vendor. Immediately my eyes were drawn towards this bright, vibrant greenish color. Actually never seen it this green before. Typically whenever I have it, it's more on the pale yellow side, so I was pretty excited to try this. And on top of it, those bottles with the red caps only roughly cost about $2 US, so the price here is amazing. Alright, go take a sip of this. Pretty excited. Sugarcane drink is really good. This sugarcane juice has been chilled, so it's really cold, light, and refreshing. And on top of it, it has its own mild sweetness. This is the perfect drink for me to carry around while I try out a whole bunch of food here at the night market. The next thing that we're gonna try here is the FUZHOU, which is the Taiwanese black pepper buns. You can't really miss them here at the night market since they have the biggest food stand here. And also you can't really miss their uniforms either since they're all wearing a pretty vibrant orange and they're all preparing these black pepper buns outside at the night market. The line for this place is pretty nuts though. But I guess I'll wait in line. Oh man. The line starts here from the outside of the market. Oh, there's also a cool temple here. Like right outside of it, it's beautiful. The line starts here for these bows. So I guess we're gonna wait in line here to get some. Pretty used to it, seeing how Japan had 1 hour waits, 1.5 hour waits, so this should be nothing. Okay, not too bad. We're already at the front of the line right here. It's been about 10 minutes, but we can see how they're making their steam bun. While you're in line, you get to see the entire process on how they create their Taiwanese black pepper buns. There's going to be a bunch of workers there that are grabbing a piece of the dough and then they're filling it with a whole bunch of seasoned meat and green onions. And then after that, they'll shape it into a ball and then they'll put some sesame seeds on top. And once a batch has been completed, the worker will grab this batch and stick them to the side of the oven to let them bake. So these things are stuck on the wall of the clay ovens. And then once they're ready, they pull them off. Alright, so you can see it has sesame seeds on the outside. In the middle there's meat in it. It's a little bit gooey, the dough right here. And then it's a little burnt right here because it actually sits in that super hot oven. So let me show you the back side of it. So this burnt part is kind of where it sticks to the oven when they put it in. Alright, I'm gonna take a bite into this and then I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Hopefully it doesn't burn me because it's super hot. Cool. So you can definitely see the meat, the vegetables, this nice steamed bun, so good. So the dough is like crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, a little bit chewy. Definitely taste the roasted sesame seeds. The meat is really good. And then the vegetables as well. Oh. So awesome. The next thing that we're going to try here at the night market are these gigantic octopus legs. And I've actually never seen them this huge before, so I'm pretty excited to try this. So these huge octopus legs are going to be dancing around the oven, kind of like a rotisserie chicken, but you know, just the leg part. So it's rotating around while the cook is brushing the legs with a special type of glaze. After these are ready, he'll take the legs off the grill and then he'll slice them up and then add a little bit of seasoning of your choice to it. So here's our giant octopus. Oh. Pretty huge. There's sesame seeds and lemon salt on top of this. So how this tastes like is there's like a sweet soy sauce glaze, there's sesame seeds on it, a little bit of the lemon salt too, just to give it that little tang. Definitely good. Definitely enjoying it. There's so many options to choose from here. I don't know how much I'm gonna eat, seeing how the portion quantity is actually fairly large as well. I got like literally that entire leg of the octopus. This one's interesting. There's a lot of people here. It's called frying milk. I wonder if it's like a fried cheese ball. So the cook here has a whole bunch of these cubes on his tray, and he's grabbing a couple of these and placing them on the skewer. And then after he places them on the skewer, he's going to dip them into the batter and then drop them into the hot fryer. So after they're dropped into the fryer, they end up looking like this. And if you want to buy one, they cost around 20 new Taiwan dollars, which is about 60 cents in the US. So I saw a big line here. Figured, might as well try. Might be just a pretty good cheese curd. Ooh. Oh, this thing's not cheese curd at all. This is like sweetened milk that's fried. This is very interesting. Oh. So this thing's like a super flaky crust on the outside, but the inside it's kind of gooey, and it's more like sweetened milk. This is actually pretty good. Oh wow, we're at our next street vendor, and I didn't expect to see Insider on the screen here, but we're at Mr. Cheese currently, and as you can expect, as the name implies, they have cheese dishes here. Most of the dishes here include roast beef and cheese, and the roast beef here is USDA choice, so it's from the US. So after seeing this huge hunk of roast beef, I definitely had to try some of this. And on top of it, they top you off with this amazing raclette cheese that's been melted. I never actually had cheese from a cheese wheel before, so I'm excited to try this. Alright, here's our meal from Mr. Cheese. This looks really good actually. Super simple food. Here we have like Texas garlic butter toast, hot dog, potatoes, cheese, a little bit of veggies and roast beef. Pretty American to me. I will somehow hold my camera, balance this with my arm, and eat this. Kinda know what to expect from this already, but I'm so excited. Red roasted potatoes with butter and cheese, so good. Ooh, cheese pull. This definitely hits the spot, seeing how I haven't been back in the US since October, so this really hits the spot for me. It's comfort food. Texas toast. Solid. The next thing that we'll be trying is the wild boar sausage, and I've seen this throughout the market. There's a couple vendors here that serve this. One of these costs around 35 new Taiwan dollars, which is about $1 in the US. So here's our boar sausage. So I'm gonna try this. Ooh, this is really good. This is still a really good sausage. Like the firm skin snap on it, super fatty, super meaty on the inside. Really good. It's a little bit sweet, savory all at the same time. Ooh, happy I spent $1 on this. The next thing that we're having are these huge green scallion pancakes, and they're massive. So she cuts you about half of the green scallion pancake, and these pancakes look so flaky and delicious, especially after coming from the hot griddle. And these pancakes only cost 45 new Taiwan dollars, which is about $1.50 in the US. So for me, this is actually a massive amount, especially after eating a tons of food here, but nevertheless, we're going to have to try it. Alright, so I'm gonna try some of these green onion pancakes. Alright, just pull just enough so I can take a bite. It's pretty good. It's like light, fluffy, crispy outside, green onions on the inside. Very simple. It's good. And we're on to our next stand, which is going to be a dessert stand, and dessert is one of my favorites. So it looks like here they're going to make some gigantic crepes. So I decided to order the rainbow crepe here, and it's pretty cool watching on how they make this. So they start with a little bit of batter in the middle of the hot plate, and then they'll dump the rest of the rainbow batter on top. And then they'll take out their tool in order to flatten it out, and you can watch all the colors swirl around while this thing cooks. And on top of this rainbow crepe, I had to spice it up by adding a huge layer of Nutella, and this thing looks fabulous. If you don't like Nutella, they also have some other flavors as well, and if you want fruit, you can also add some fruit to it. After they finish applying the top layer, they're going to grab the torch and torch the Nutella. And this will start to bake the Nutella, giving this nice warm crunchy texture of Nutella when you bite into the crepe.
Alright, here's my rainbow crepe. You can definitely see the variety of colors on this. Very cool. And then it's filled with Nutella. What more could you want? Alright, let's take a bite into this rainbow crepe. It's pretty awesome. It's really good. Nice crisp, lightly flavored with Nutella. So we're at a shop that has ice cream and smoking cookies. I think it's with liquid nitrogen in here, and then once you take a bite, you can blow smoke. So he's pouring liquid nitrogen on top of these cookies. You can totally see a ton of smoke come out. It's pretty sweet. So liquid nitrogen cookie, he said eat the ones from the bottom first and make sure there's no liquid because it's super cold. So we're gonna shake it, blow on it. Alright, we're gonna take a bite out of this now. Kind of tastes like Captain Crunch, but you get this like cold, super smoky feeling in here. It's pretty awesome.
If you've never tried this before, you should definitely try this at least once. There's a couple places back in the US that have this now, but if you're in Taipei, definitely try these because they're pretty fun to mess around with. So after having these, I definitely wanted more dessert, so I'm going to have to try the ice cream here.
So basically, this is like Dippin' Dots. And then they gave us a syringe full of sauce. We just pour it over. And then the flavors of the ice cream right here: strawberry, chocolate, mango, cantaloupe, and yogurt. So we're gonna try some of this. Way better than Dippin' Dots by far. The flavors come out a lot stronger for the fruit. It's really good.
I'm totally getting stuck right now, but I think we're gonna visit one more vendor before we head out. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. I've had quite a lot of food just for one person here, and definitely there were way more things to try. There's probably at least 20 or 30 different vendors that I didn't get to try, like the hot roasted corn and the Japanese takoyaki. There's flaming steak cooked with a flamethrower. For the adventurous, some grilled pork trotters, local Taiwanese soup and desserts, hot and juicy steamed dumplings, and more for the adventurous. There's a bunch of things here that I don't know, but some of them are chicken wings, gizzards, hearts, intestines, and pig's blood. Also, if you need to take a break from all the food, you can do tons of shopping as well. There's tons of souvenirs here, and there's cool LED balloons that light up, and there's hand-painted shoes, and also underwear if you need underwear here. And there's also some games as well where you can try to win a goldfish.
Okay, it's starting to rain right now, but I'm only gonna head to one more shop in order to get my drink to go. I already finished one, so we're gonna get a second one. So they make really good sugarcane drink here, but we're gonna head back to the hotel right now, seeing how it's raining, and I think it's my cue to go home. But I'll see you guys for another day in Taipei tomorrow. Bye.
Video. Shoot. Quickly. Shoot. One more. Shoot. Quickly. Okay, thank you.
If you like what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button, and thanks for watching. Until next time.